3 stages of grief that your brain does not know how to deal with when going through a narcissistic breakup. Now, a narcissistic breakup really is a different kettle of fish. Your brain feels like it's in a blender. You feel completely overwhelmed by worry, by fear, by cravings, trying to work out what the hell you've just been through. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning who this person is. There's overthinking that just won't leave you alone. It's all very confusing. You're missing a person that you know isn't right. You feel you need them. Your brain won't leave you alone. It's completely exhausting. And whenever a client comes to work with me and I quickly establish that there is narcissism conditioning that has happened here, there's often these 3 stages that we have to deal with. And I'm so glad that they are dealing with them, because these are the 3 where you will get stuck. Ultimately, there is no talking you through a narcissistic breakup. Of course, outlet, talk about it. But you can have all the awareness in the world. The reality is it's what we do with that, and it's the framework that we use to actually emotionally detach you that's going to make the difference. You can't logic or think your way through a narcissistic breakup. So number 1, you are trying to reconcile the different versions of this person, and you are feeling stuck wanting the good version, craving the good version. Now, I always say to clients, the good version you are talking about actually wasn't that great fundamentally. It was a bargaining chip. They were giving you that in order for it to all go bad. And they had to give you something good. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stuck around through the bad. But actually, the good was intensity dressed up, and dressed up really well. And that layer of acceptance feels so painful, because no, you're not going to get that again, because it isn't healthy. It comes with a bargain. It comes with a down that is so painful and so abusive and so not okay. So your brain avoids it, and it keeps you craving the good, no matter how artificial that good was, no matter how long ago that good happened. And that is why you will stay stuck. The brain doesn't have the tools to deal with that layer of acceptance. It doesn't have the know-how to deal with that layer of acceptance. And it ultimately doesn't want to, because that means detaching from a high that chemically felt wonderful. And we have to fix that. Once you do, you won't want that high because you'll know what that high comes with, and that high will actually be hell to you, and you will want peace. You will want contentment. You don't want intensity. Number 2, you will have a real lack of self-trust, and your self-worth will feel like it's on the floor. You will question yourself. You will fear you're the problem. You're the narcissist. You will care so much about what they think and feel about you. Now, the problem with this is, and when the brain can't navigate through this, which often it can't, is all the time your self-trust and self-worth is on the floor. You are not processing, which means you're not grieving, which means you're not healing. But more than that, it means you can't build your psychological armor against this person, which for some of you, you may not want to right now, but you know you need to. You can't build your mental armor and keep this person and their tactics out if your self-worth is on the floor and you don't trust your experience. They are going to be able to gaslight you. They are going to be able to pull on your heartstrings. They're going to be able to guilt trip you. They're going to be able to stand over you like this looming force, and you're going to crack under the pressure. They're going to be able to be relentless, and eventually you'll give in. Meaning this can keep happening. This cycle can keep happening because you don't have enough self-trust to stick to the facts and have a fully functioning logical brain, and you don't have enough self-esteem or self-worth because of how this person has treated you to run and keep running. Number 3, cravings. Now, cravings, they feel like nothing you've probably ever felt. And I always say to clients, they're going to come up, but there is a plan to deal with them. Good news. But they're going to come up. Your brain isn't necessarily craving this human, although it feels that way. Your brain is craving the intensity, and it's craving the dynamic because that has become normal, and it triggers a very similar pathway to addiction. Now, in order to keep those cravings going, the chemical attachment in your brain will send a lot of empathy for them. You will justify their behaviour, and you will want them even though you don't like them. I always say to clients, right, what do you want from them then? And they say, I don't know, I just want them. I just want to hear from them. You're looking for relief in the person that hurt you. Not anything to be ashamed about, but shows that your brain has been impacted by abuse. We have to change that mechanism. It doesn't go away on its own. Your brain won't just wake up on a Thursday morning and say, hey, we just don't have any cravings anymore. We need to chemically detach you from this dynamic. We need to detox you from this dynamic. We need to rebuild your psychology, and we need to regulate your nervous system so that you never want this person and you are completely indifferent.